Hi guys, and today I'm going to show you how to use a power plant with all the controls. This video is for the controls. It's not the setup. I'm gonna make the setup later. But this is like how you start the reactor, how do you make the reactor, and just basically how to run it. So I set up in sandbox mode this nuclear reactor. It's nothing much. It's not set up because I'm gonna make a video for the setup, but for now I'm gonna show you the controls. So once you get into the reactor or the power plant, nuclear power plant, you're gonna want to go here into the electrical room. Um, Once you get in here, you're gonna want to start. I recommend getting a huge amount of power, like two modular diesel engines, like 20 or 2 gigamole flux every second. You need like I recommend getting 2 megamole flux per second. But, I mean gigamole flux. But best is if you get at least 30 or 20 megamole flux, and there's main power grid and a emergency MV power line. The main power grid is one you want to power, and the emergency MV power line you want to power this as well, mainly because if you run out of power, the nuclear reactor can explode. Basically, once you get into the electrical room, you're gonna want to turn everything on, or at least most things. 4 pounds, I recommend getting at least 2, but it matters how much you want. I recommend 2 because each one takes like 6, so that's like 24 if you look. So I recommend getting these 2. Now I recommend getting the reactor hull crane, the refueling machine hydraulics, and the refuel cavity flow pumps. The reactor controls, boric acid controls, and the offline cooling pump. All these you need. You don't need to have this. It's gonna take like 12 mami flux per second. Next, you're gonna want to get over here. It's on the far right, and as you can see, this is the main hallway. Here's the arrow to the reactor, here to the brake room, that's unnecessary. And what we're gonna want to do is go here, and you're gonna want to go all the way down and go to the main room. And now you're gonna want to, this is the main controls basically. You're gonna want to power the display. You're gonna need to wait till I recommend reading this manual, but if you're watching this full video, then you don't have to. So there's no reactor build. We're gonna build the reactor now. To build the reactor, you're gonna need to get the offline cooling, and once you press the offline cooling, you're gonna have to wait for the maintenance mode till the button is available. It takes a few seconds for it to open. But mostly for now all of these are the steam turbines. You can have up to 4 turbines or 1, it's up to you. Then there's the heat exchangers. I recommend setting it on all and basically getting 1 or 2 heat exchangers. It basically matters on how many steam turbines you have. Yeah, see, now that it's gonna take a few seconds, and once you press it, you're in the maintenance mode. Now since we're in the maintenance mode, you can normally repair your things or see the fuel storage. I recommend getting the low enrichment rods and control rods. Controller rods are the main, so you're gonna need them always. The low enrichment rods are easiest easiest to get, and they're pretty good to start out. So to build the reactor, we're gonna need to flood it. The flood pumps is on the far right there of the dam. Once you turn it on, it's gonna start flooding. So once it starts flooding, you're gonna want to. I'm gonna to wait for the flooding. You can experiment with this, or you can I'm gonna experiment with this. So logic nodes are for the outside logic nodes. You can see next to the main the emergency power line, and you can enable them to output energy to logic nodes. There's the shutters. These are not needed because all they do is close these windows. Next is the maintenance mode that we're gonna do now. Is for refueling, repairing, or build reactor. And lid is for when you're gonna refuel your reactor or build a reactor. Then there's the steam valve and launcher valve. You can choose how much you want to go to the heat exchangers. You can choose heat exchangers here and how much you want to go there. And all you do is basically click the symbol. Then there's a steam valve. It means how much you want the heat exchangers to output steam. It's best if you put it at 100. You always want to put that one. Next is the reactor rows. So for this one here is 100% is there all the way up. That means, all the way down. That means they're like blocking the reaction, meaning there's not gonna be any heat. And all the way down means they're all the way up, meaning there's no blockage for the reaction, and there's no be a lot of heat. You can also choose this one, small one, how much you want to set. I basically recommend it 25%. Next up is the road selection. You can make them into groups, but I recommend just giving them all the whole button. The addition mode, I really don't know what this means, because some of the most miscommunities set target means like setting flag. With the reactor at 25, we'll block it with the set target in the kit, and we will go to 25. Next is the boric acid concentration. I recommend you put this on auto, which basically is like putting to the rods the boric acid, and it's basically helping the rods. The more boric acid you have, the more hard your ability to get the heat. The less the reaction, the less heat. Next there's the mineralizer, meaning when you put this as natural, it's going to take a lot of energy with the water quality that you have. The more you have it, the better the quality of water. Next is correct. Current is basically like emergency button. It's when everything is going red and the reactor is gonna explode. Are you really supposed to current? And they're like basically reset all the systems, and the reactor will explode. Next is the emergency door. This is like boric acid concentration, but it puts a lot of boron very fast into the rods in case of the scan emergency. Next is low pressure coolant injection. That's like the emergency coolant injection, but it pulls out the rods really fast. Next is the safety system override. This basically is an important thing because the reactor normally is supposed to operate at 300 Celsius. Oh, it's done. At 300 Celsius, but that means 1 giga millivolts per second. But you can press it and go beyond that. But it's I don't recommend doing that. Next is the fine control heater. That's basically for the. I really don't know what this is for, but I think it's like controlling the heaters. The heaters is basically for startup heaters. like heats up the water to bigger level, so it's easier to heat up so it's basically easier for the reaction to start. Next is the start of the heater. This basically you can put it for the heaters to work. Next is the sprinkles. Oh yeah, the heaters make pressure bigger and sprinklers lower. So basically sprinklers are opposite of heaters. Next up is the pumps. That's basically how much water you want to be flowing in and out. You basically, I set it at 50 at first, and make a valve. I'm not sure what these do, but I forgot. I'm gonna skip them because I don't think they're really important. That's all for now. That's the important stuff. Now when you press the reaction lid, once it's flooded, the maintenance mode will go at the reaction. Now if you do not press this you can watch all of them. It's really cool. It's gonna take like a minute for it to be done. Also, you can check if you want to check the pressure, how much water is in the. You can see it here. It means like how much water is in the facility, the power plant. And all the way up here, there's basically just the sergeant. Like you can sit here with your money. I said money, so I use it. Next is the. Alright, that's all. Also, there's a radio you can click for music. I don't know who it is. Alright, so once the lid opens up, and you can see this is like the reaction. This is like the reaction. Some ambient type of reaction. Now this is the reactor. You can paint your reactor, which is I think really cool. So we're gonna start with the control rod and launch enrichment with a lot. So basically, I recommend going to the 4.5 at first or 4. Yeah, 4 is best if you're a first time starter. I'm gonna do my way, but you can follow it or make your own route. What do I recommend doing is getting low enrichment rods, a lot of them, like around, and you want control rods around it. It's nearly same color. It's hard to see because you want a lot lower amount of control rods than low enrichment fuel rods. I recommend putting it like this, and you can. I'm gonna do my own way. You can do it your own way. Alright, now that is done, you just hit apply and you put on right away. It's gonna take the thingy, I don't know what it's called. It takes 5 rods and it will insert them, so it's like 5 each. It can take like if you like fill in the bowl, it can take up to an hour. So you like to wait, yeah, so that's why I recommend starting off with small and then going bigger. Like when you refill, I recommend 5.5, 6, 6.5, and after it, just so you know, the bigger the reactor, the harder it is to control and the more heat. And it's really hard, I promise you. I really like this one. Also, I'm gonna show the setup, but here are the logic inputs, or I mean outputs, and here's the yeah, and in the back you got the inputs for the enrichment fuel rod, the input for concave blocks. That's in case on an accident, meaning you cannot basically destroy or delete the reactor or nuclear power plant once if it's blew up. You gotta first seal it and then delete it. And then there's the output for spent fuel and the output for spent MOX fuel. Um, there's different types of fuel rods basically. Low enrichment fuel rod is the easiest to make. Standard fuel rod is the best to make, and it's pretty easy. I'm gonna make a video for this. And MOX fuel rods, they're the hardest but the best. They sell for whopping 1 million. Not the best, but it's really good. I recommend it. As you can see, it's taking a while to build the brain hopefully. Also, another thing I want to show you out is you can also enter the reaction to the airlock to a reaction hole. And actually wait. There's no way to make it an experience. Oh, there's also other things. You can also there's this, and this is basically for spec fuel. Also spec fuel does the radioactivity, so it's basically stored underground facility because it's gonna do a lot of pollution and radioactivity to not enough storage for wow, that is a real you can skip this part if you want. I'm just gonna yell about it. Oh yeah, and you can also run the power plant up here and watch it happen from up here. some orchard. As you can see. The virtual is basically at 8 meters, like, or 8 to 10 meters. So what we're gonna want to do now is to lower the reactor to maximum 25, which is exact. It's not gonna take long. It's gonna be fast. Oh, and I recommend getting the road super fast. You don't have to do that. It's gonna take more electricity, but it's a lot faster. See, it's not even taking that much. I mean, nearly none. Oh yeah, now you can get the startup feature. If it's not generating nearly none, you can see it here. You can just lower it. I'm gonna lower it to 50. Yeah, and as you can see, we don't want to it's thermal generation, so we just got to wait till it up. It's gonna here start heating up here. You can also see it here. See, it's going